House Oversight Committee is investigating Joe Biden's AUTOPEN use during his presidency, as Axios obtains disturbing audio recordings from Biden's 2023 interview with special counsel Robert Hurr over his mishandling of classified documents.
Wow, man, it is getting hot. You guys just see it. I know most of my subscribers can see it around the world. Man, it is getting crazy because you know all those freaking executive orders that Trump's doing? He's exposing all the criminals that won't freaking side with him. He's trying to help the American people on taxes. Man, there's a lot of Republicans that are trash. Tell your governors, and not your governors, but your congressmen to vote with Donald Trump. That's what we put him in there for. Well, anyway, this is explosive, man. You think about the AUTOPEN. Look at all the people that he pardoned at the end. Who was running the country? You're going to find out sooner or later.
In the course of explaining that memo about Afghanistan, you said to Mark, I just found all the classified stuff downstairs. And so you can imagine, we are curious what you meant when you said, I just found all the classified stuff downstairs.
I don't remember. I'm not supposed to speculate, right? So, correct. Okay, well, I don't remember, and it may have been. Jesus. I just don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember telling Mark about the handwritten memo that you had written to President Obama?
I probably did. I don't remember specifically, but my guess is I may have done that.
Okay. Do you remember telling him, I just found all the marked classified stuff downstairs?
Mark?
Telling Mark. Do you remember saying that to him?
No.
Okay. Do you remember actually finding any classified stuff downstairs?
No.
Well, Biden...
That is crazy, guys. If you're a Democrat, all this stuff has been hidden from you, has been hidden from the world. And they've been lying to you since day one to hate Donald Trump. Don't you guys understand what's going on? Donald Trump's trying to save America, and these guys are trying to bring America down. Donald Trump's trying to save the country and then the world. The deep state is deep. The swamp is deep. He's draining the swamp, and they don't like it. They're taking their power, their money away from the deep state. People are going away. Trump had all the news medias against him, lying about him. Don't you understand that?
Also failed to remember when Trump was elected president.
And what's happened in the meantime is that Trump gets elected in November of 2017? 2016. All right. So, why do I have 2017 here?
That's when you left office, January of 2017.
Okay.
Got me on the mic?
I've never worn one of these before.
Crazy.
Here, you look at the camera.
Here we go. They keep from us. They've been keeping these tapes from us. They've been keeping so much information from us until after.
And even more tragic was when Biden forgot when his son Beau died.
Where did
no
you
idea.
keep papers that related to those things that you were actively working on?
Cheers.
Well, I don't know. This is what, 2017, 18, that area?
Yes, sir.
What was happening though, what month did Beau die? May 30th,
2018.
was it 2015 he died?
2015.
I think it's 2015.
I'm not sure the months were, but I think that was
Yeah.
That's right, Mr. President.
Now Republicans are trying to find out who exactly was running the White House under Joe Biden.
It clearly shows that he was in significant mental decline. It questions who was actually making the decisions. We're going to...
You guys think? Who was making the decisions? I want to know. Do you think it's Obama? Gay-ass Obama? With his lover, Michael Eugene Robinson from Chicago, Illinois? Michelle? They've been pushing this kind of crap for years, lying to American people. And look at this guy.
To bring everyone that we believe was...
Who do you think was going to run? Who's running the show here? You think it was Obama? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know if it was Obama. I don't know. But I know for one thing for sure is I believe everything that was, all the pardons that was auto-penned, everything that was auto-penned was going to get reversed. Although I don't believe Joe Biden was ever president and Trump let them take over the country. So we'll see.
Was involved in any role in the use of the auto pen, we're going to invite them to come in for a transcribed interview. If they want, then they will receive a subpoena and they will have a full-blown deposition.
Okay, so Jason, these transcripts were out previously. Everybody read them. We had a really good idea of what was in them. But I think what struck me is to hear them, to hear the audio recording, really makes it brings home the reality of the situation. It was tragic and painful to listen to some of that.
It really was. Look, there are more than 6 hours of tapes. We've only heard less than 13 minutes, but it paints a picture that is, quite frankly, pretty devastating to the cognitive capability. And remember, the bombardment of people that had this, taking criticism for even questioning the vitality of the president of the United States. It does go into what James Comer is looking at. The oversight project, of which I've personally been involved, has been looking at this auto pen situation. James Comer, the oversight committee, will be doing this with depositions, because it really begs the question, who was actually in charge of the White House at that time? And the last point is I got to host Hannity last night. We had Brett Tolman, former U.S. prosecutor there. The softball nature and questions, this is a potential felony. Yeah. These are federal law enforcement officers in an interview from the Department of Justice coddling the president as easy and soft as you possibly can. He at least said in his years as a U.S. attorney, never did they ever see such a softball interview as they gave the president.
And Lisa, they were still running him for president. I mean, there was nothing stopping them. He was their guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a cover-up, it's a betrayal. It's treachery. It's a conspiracy against the American people that these people committed. And if they could do this, what else are they lying about? No. What else have they lied to us about? And Joe Biden deserves no sympathy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. None of them need sympathy, ever. You Democrats out there, you need to start waking up. And I hope you are waking up. If you're a Democrat like I was, and you're waking up to what's going on in this country, let me know what you think down below. Because when I woke up as a Democrat, found out that these people are lying, cheating, man, I was on the other side. But then I realized that the other side was not as good, or not as good as I thought they were. There's a lot of crazy, shitty ass Republicans out there, and there's a lot of them in Trump's cabinet right now. We're all voting for him still. Man, I'm in Michigan, and John James, I can't stand that guy. And he's a Republican veteran like myself. When Donald Trump needed him, when they cheated on the election, he was hiding in his freaking basement like Joe Biden does. He didn't come out and fight for Donald Trump like I thought he should. He ran for himself. I'm pretty sure he won too. But he cowered, went away, didn't say a word, didn't fight. I don't know about you, John James. I don't know if I could ever vote for you. Let's go back. Sorry for the rant.
He willfully and intentionally stole classified information when he was a United States Senator dating back to the 1970s and the 1980s, and then again as vice president, and then bragged in 2017 to his ghostwriter about knowing that he had this classified information in his house. So he does not deserve your sympathy. And you look at all these pivotal moments, all this chaos we've experienced over the years under Joe Biden. The botched withdrawal from Afghanistan that left 13 service members killed. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Iran via Hamas attacking Israel. How much of that maybe would have been prevented if we had a mentally competent president in the White House? So these people put us in harm's way. Yeah. We need a reckoning. Trot them in front of Congress, subpoena them. If they defy it, send them to jail like they did Steve Bannon.
Absolutely.
That's right. So everything they did to Steve Bannon and everybody else on the Trump team is exactly what's going to happen to them. Nobody is above the law. That's what they said, remember? Nancy Pelosi, nobody's above the law. They were telling you what was going to happen. Joe Biden is not above the law.
And, you know, to Lisa's point about all of these things that happened, Gianno, who was running the country? Who was it, do you think, was making these decisions?
That's a legitimate question there, and I fully agree with your entire sentiment there, Lisa. I got to tell you, I think it's generous to say that Joe Biden was simply in mental decline. I think what we saw was a legal strategy. Say you don't remember anything. They can't nail you to the cross on this point or that point because you don't remember anything. You don't even remember when your son passed away, unfortunately. This is a problem. And to Lisa's point, they need to bring about everybody, even the attorneys that were involved in that interview process, the preparation of it. What were those conversations like? What did they tell them? Because they were all involved in a big lie. And it's unfortunate that this is the reality that our country, to your point, has faced for 4 years. Them knowing that there were some issues there, helping them cover it up. And then we don't know to this point who was running the country. Was it Jill Biden, his wife? Was it one of the staffers, one of the young staffers there? We have no idea, but there has to be a full-blown investigation on this.
Yeah,
that's exactly right, guys. It needs a full-blown investigation, guys. If you guys want to watch that whole entire viewing, that is Fox News. Fox News has some really good information. You know, I wouldn't be putting it out here if I didn't believe that what they're saying is true. I believe what they're saying there is true. So please stay with me. I'm making some more videos. I'm finally back on. So I do appreciate it. There's a lot of other videos out there. I just posted some about Saudi Arabia last night. Go check those out, and I'll have those linked somewhere up here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being with me. Please share this video and subscribe if you ain't subscribed, and let these videos play out. The longer you let it play out, the better off it is, and so more people can see these videos. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thanks, family. We'll see you next time, all right? Thank you.